Yo, what's up and welcome to PrevailPrevail.com. I'm your host with the most Prevail. I'm sitting with my homeboy Travis and we're at JD's Barber Shop in Gastown. Yo, classic, but we're going to get into all that stuff in a minute. How you doing, brother?
I'm very well, thank you.
Awesome.
How are you?
I'm awesome, thank you.
Good to hear.
So you know I'm going to lead with a quote.
Yes.
My quote for you is from Oscar Wilde, and we were talking about this a little bit, but we're going to get into it here in the interview. So Oscar Wilde once said, "In matters of grave importance, style, not sincerity, is the vital thing." And to me that, it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but knowing how stylistic Oscar Wilde was, and a great writer, but it sort of says to me, it harkens back to the days of men being able to step out of somewhere with pride, whether it's from a haberdashery or whether it's from a barber shop, wherever they're doing their thing, they can step back out onto the street with a sense of pride. Let's talk a little bit about the old school aesthetic of what it means now today in the new school to be a man with old school aesthetic still applied.
I think it's one of my favorite things about the resurgence of the old school barbershop is that as a whole, us as men, especially in Vancouver, have lost sight of our masculinity. I don't say this in like misogynistic machismo, how much lift can you weight, or like push or whatever, but it's kind of like I need to go to a tailor and get my shit put together because I look like an idiot because my pants are too long. My pants are too big and my ass is hanging out. You know, like I treat my girl like shit. I don't open the door for her. I don't call my mom enough. You know, like these are things that altruistically they're misogynistic, and they're these ideals that are propagating our men. And what we need right now is a little bit of class.
Agreed.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like, stop this bullshit. Dress well. Treat your girl good.
Totally.
Open the door for her. Call your mom. Buy her presents.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Love your woman.
Word.
It's like the most manly thing you can do is treat your girl good.
No doubt, no doubt.
None of this bullshit. Pull up your pants, boy.
And I'm a hip hopper, so you know, for me it's like I had to come to terms with pulling my pants up. When I was around 17, 18, was time you go through those growing periods of actually being becoming a grown-up.
Yeah.
When I grew up in Victoria, my grandpa actually owned 2 barber shops, so I'd come after school. He'd hand me a broom, I'd sweep up the shop, I'd help him fold the towels, he'd give me $5, I'd go buy a bag of chips and a soda and still have $4 left, you know, late 80s, early 90s.
Those old days.
No, the good old days. But I really did see that he carried that ideology over from, you know, the 50s, the 60s, and he brought that into the modern world, into my modern world as a young man. I really saw the importance, and as a barber, you know, you get someone in the chair, yeah, you're styling their hair, you're doing that, you're lining them up, but you're also as much a counselor as you are a barber. Oh yeah. Right? It's almost like playing a role of a bartender and a barber at the same time.
Well, I live in a world of gossip. I know everything that's going on is lovely.
Yeah.
I get up super early in the morning, read the paper, check current events, just so we have something to talk about in case like we don't have anything to talk about. And but for the most part, it's literally hearing their problems. Sure. You know, like their day-to-day things, like, oh, what should I do in this situation with this girl? It's like, well, most people would do this, but maybe this will work. You know, like the way that I say it is in any situation, it's like it takes 3 haircuts, you know, to give them the perfect haircut and to get to know them well enough, and you just build that rapport with them, and through that, you know, like you really grow with these people. You don't even realize it. Like I've known guys that have been coming to me for 8, 9 years. Like I know their parents, I know their partners. Awesome. I know everyone in their life, and it all happens 15 minutes at a time in the chair. And you become closer with these people than some of their closest friends. Like I don't hang out with them and go for drinks. Some of them I do, I guess, whatever. Sure. But for the most part, it's crazy, like what kind of bond you can have with these people. Yeah, no, it's awesome, man. And like I said, I grew up in, you know, going home smelling like Barbicide and going home to do my homework kind of thing, right? But I do love, we touched on that old school aesthetic and the importance of being able to dress well and just have that confidence and pride when you're going out places. By the time that we post this, which will probably be 2 weeks after the premiere thing that you're doing at Harry Rosen with the Straight Shave Saturdays, but let's talk about that program quickly. Just going there for 4 hours, doing complimentary shaves for their line Moulet. Okay. And dressing up, you know, nice. looking sharp. And you know, just giving you a good shave. Awesome. Is that going to be a continuing program? I hope so. Yeah. It pays well. Mr. Jared Diamond at Harry Rosen, you heard it here first. It's going to keep going. Word up. Yo, my man Travis, I'm Prevail. Welcome to PrevailPrevail.com, and thank you. Live from JD's Barbershop in Gastown. I'm telling you what, man, you got to get lined up. Come to the old school, new school, the true school. Word up. Peace.